Velveteen Dream, y'all. This song don't put you in the mood. I don't know what will. Velveteen Dream. Boy. What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Brass Ring. My bad, guys. I just love that song. But welcome to another episode of the Brass Ring. I'm your host, Tevin. And NXT was on fire tonight. I'm not even gonna lie. NXT is always the best show on Wednesday night. I don't care whose side you're on the Wednesday Night Wars. But just come on, guys. Like, AEW is nice and all, but overall, production-wise, wrestling and storylines, NXT blows AEW out the water. I'm sorry. You might judge AEW off of Raw and SmackDown, but when it comes to NXT, nothing is topping them. I give you that. But NXT, let's go to this NXT review right quick. Now, the show opened up with, Finn Balor wasn't there, but we saw that he got attacked, and the main event tonight was supposed to be Velveteen Dream versus Finn Balor. But since Finn Balor, we don't know who attacked him, since he's out, Velveteen Dream makes his way to the stage and says, "New levels, new devils. New levels, new devils." I actually like that. That means the further you climb up to that, or try to get a hold of that brass ring, plug. That's why the show is called the Brass Ring. But the further you come up and you try to reach that brass ring, you get new enemies. And ever since Velveteen Dream has made it, try to get his way to the NXT champion, there's been numerous contenders for him, from Ricochet to Roderick Strong, and now apparently it's Finn Balor. That's the only obstacle in his way before he gets to Adam Cole. So soon as Velveteen Dream starts talking, Adam Cole comes out, and Adam Cole says honestly he has nothing to do with the Finn Balor beatdown. And he actually blames Velveteen Dream. He thinks it's some type of scheme that the Velveteen Dream has to wiggle his way to be the number one contender. Now, then, you know how all promos go. Especially when you're part of a faction. It was all a distraction. Undisputed Era comes. Roderick Strong, Bobby Fish, they attack the Velveteen Dream. And then Adam Cole joins in. But then Velveteen Dream is saved, luckily, by the man himself, bask in his glory, Keith Lee. So that sets up the main event tonight. You got Velveteen Dream, Keith Lee, against Adam Cole and Roderick Strong of the Undisputed Era. Next, we have Shotzi Blackheart teaming up with Tegan Knox versus Dakota Kai and Raquel Gonzalez. Now, I don't know what y'all think about Raquel Gonzalez, but bruh, that got me a new crush. Sorry, Bianca, but Raquel, obviously, between the duo between Dakota Kai and Raquel, they're making Raquel Gonzalez like the Diesel of Diesel and Shawn Michaels. Like, you can obviously tell that that's what they're going to do. Is she going to be the next NXT Women's Champion? Who knows? Because, especially in that women's division, they completely surprised me of who they have next in line. Like, I'm still mad Bianca Belair really didn't. She fought for that title like 5-6 times and never won it. I really think they dropped the ball on that one. But anyways, nice tag team match, but Shotzi Blackheart, Tegan Knox. I mean, actually, no, Raquel Gonzalez gets the pin. Surprisingly, I was actually shocked about that match, but it was a nice match. Now we're gonna go to the cruiserweight tournament for the interim cruiserweight belt. Since with everything going on, cruiserweight champion Jordan Devlin, I believe, he's the NXT champion. But since with all the stuff that's going around, he can't be in NXT, the Performance Center, because of the traveling bans. I don't know if the traveling ban is still in effect, but I know like Rhea Ripley, her visa expired, so that might be another reason too. Like he's not there. But in the meantime, they're having a tournament for the interim championship. Really, the interim titles, I like in the UFC. I really hate the interim because they're not really the champion. They're just it's like a placeholder basically until whatever the real champion gets ready. It's basically like a fake title. That's how I see it. It's not really the title, but they're having a tournament for it. And this match really didn't make sense for me. The first match of tonight was the second match tonight was Jack Gallagher versus Jake Atlas. And if you kept up with news lately, Drake Maverick has been released by the WWE. So I was wondering in my mind, well, if he's released, how is he part of the tournament? But apparently Drake Maverick made a video that said WWE thankfully has let him compete in the tournament, will extend his contract, even though he got released. Now, me personally, if I got fired from the company, but they still want me to be in a tournament, honestly, I would say, man, forget y'all. Nah, like, what was the point of releasing him, but y'all have him in the tournament anyways? This match, actually, I was kind of intrigued because I was like, well, Drake Maverick is already established star versus Jake Atlas. Like, we have no, research on this guy. Apparently, he only started working with the company for a few months in the Performance Center. I think he has a gymnastic background, but we don't know nothing about Jake. I'm sorry, guys, but we don't know anything about Jake Atlas, though. So I was intrigued. I was like, wow, they might have Jake Maverick win this. And it's like, well, if he goes further in the tournament, is he still going to get fired? It's like, so I was really intrigued about this match. But this guy, Jake Atlas, you told me he just started wrestling like 6 months ago. I wouldn't believe you. This guy got unbelievable talent, so I would love to see what he does in the future. But Jake Atlas gets the win. Sadly, this is the last time we're going to see Drake Maverick in a WWE ring for now. And I honestly, with all the releases, this was another, they just dropped the ball. If you remember Jake Maverick from TNA during the good old years, he was Rockstar Spud. Him and EC3 made TNA what they were. So it's sad to see Jake Maverick go, but we wish him luck wherever he goes. Next we have Kushida versus Tony Nese. It's another tournament match for the Cruiserweight title. I love Tony Nese, and it's a shame of what they're doing to him. The premier athlete. You advertise this guy as the premier athlete, but he loses consistently. Even though he's a former NXT now, Cruiserweight champion, y'all still, y'all do him dirty. I really love Tony Nese, and when he won the Cruiserweight title last year, I was so happy for him, man. He deserves it. But then Kushida wins. Actually, yeah, I think Kushida won. Yeah, Kushida wins. Next, we have a video package from Matt Riddle and his partner. I forgot his name. Something Thatcher. And like I said, it's these new guys because, with everything that's going on, many people can't make their flights. So apparently Pete Dunne got replaced by this Thatcher guy, which, it's kind of disappointing because I love Pete Dunne. But this new guy, it's just his character with Matt Riddle is you have two relaxed guys. And that promo was just kind of you got Matt Riddle Hey, bro, with your nice blue eyes, you kind of remind me of Pete, man. And that shit was like, bruh, my eyes are brown. It was just like an awkward thing. It was just like, y'all really gonna have like these two stone guys as partners? Like that promo was kind of, I want to say cringeworthy, but it was just like, what are they doing? So I'm interested to see what's going to happen between them two. It's just like they're two interesting characters. Just put that way. So we have that video package. That was kind of nice. Next match we have is Mia Yim versus I believe her name is Tamaya. And it was a nice match. Tamaya, I really don't know nothing about her. Guess she was an enhancement talent. She might be with the company. I don't know, but it was a nice, quick little match. And these like enhancement matches, or these squash matches that people put it, they've been really they haven't been one-sided at all. Like from SmackDown to Raw to NXT, it's like the enhancement talent is actually putting up a fight now. It's not just a straight out squash. So I'm very happy to see that, because I used to hate when these people, or like these no-name people, would just come and like, that's actually supposed to help the talent that you're supposed to push. Is like you putting them against basically like amateurs. That's what you're saying, and they're just winning. It's like one-sided matches. So you're really not building credibility of that star that you're trying to push. So it's like you just getting people off the street to have them fight. It's like, let them get an offense of it. See, that's what I liked about Lucha Underground, is because even with the enhancement to those squash matches, well, they weren't squash matches. They were, enhancement matches. It also made the other guy or girl look better, because the person was actually putting up a fight. And so lately, with all this stuff that's going on, I would say that's like one of the positives with these enhancement talents that they use in these matches. That's what I really like. Got Mia for the win. And next week, I think it's next week, you're going to have Mia Yim versus the Queen Charlotte Flair, which they got a kind of history, because apparently Charlotte's first match was against Mia. And so they kind of have this history thing that they're doing. And basically Charlotte said, thank you for all you did 5 years ago. You made me who I am, the queen. And next week, I finally get to repay that favor of making you look like a star. And Mia was like, me? Make me look like a star? So I would love to see where this feud goes. Because, as you know, Io has the first title shot. And Io Shirai, I'm kind of happy for her, but like I said with like Bianca Belair, they really treating Io, because I believe this is her about fourth time fighting for that championship. And if Io doesn't win, it's just like, come on, man. Like Io Shirai, I think when she turned heel, what was it? Was it Survivor Series? Or was that pay-per-view before it, when she versus Johnny Gargano's wife, Candice LeRae? She turned heel during that cage match. I was like, put the title on her, because that transformation, Io, whew. But, I hope Io Shirai the best. I hope she wins against Charlotte. Actually, that might what they do, because I don't think Charlotte is going to stay in NXT for a while. So they might just drop the belt to Io Shirai, actually. So our next match is against another cruiserweight tournament match. You have Jack Gallagher, well, the former gentleman Jack Gallagher versus Phantasma. Sorry for my pronunciation, but for you guys that don't know, Jack Gallagher has been through a transformation. Like he got tattoos now, got like a shortcut going on. Kind of look like Conor McGregor. So yeah, he has this whole chest tattoos and tattoos on his arms. He's really transformed himself. And for the guys that you don't know who Phantasma is, El Dorado Phantasma, I suck at pronunciation. So excuse my pronunciation. But for guys that don't know who he is, if you watch Lucha Underground, he was actually King Cuerno. and he actually fought as Phantasma and Impact, I believe too. But that's King Cuerno from Lucha Underground for the guys that's not familiar with Phantasma's work. That was a nice match, but sadly Jack Gallagher lost again. Phantasma with the win. Now, after commercial break, we see Phantasma getting interviewed, or he was just out in the parking lot. And for the last couple weeks, we saw Joaquin Wilde and Raul, I forgot his name. Was it Raul Mendez or something? Yeah, they have got kidnapped from the parking lot. Like, these guys will pull up in the van with masks, and they will just beat up the guy, put him in the van, and just drive off. And you're like, man, what's going on? Is the Dark Order made their way to the WWE NXT? We don't know what happened. So, Phantasma was about to be another victim of this, but he fought his way out somehow. He survived, and you just see the van just pull off into the night. So, and this is where I hate the reality of wrestling. This is like, if you know people are getting kidnapped and stuff in that parking lot, why would you just stand there? Why would you be in that parking lot anyways? But anyways, let's just move on. That was kind of funny. Next, we'll have the tag team match, Dream and Keith Lee versus Undisputed Era. Soon as Keith Lee gets out there, Keith Lee gets attacked. Undisputed Era puts out Keith Lee. Now it's a handicap match. Adam Cole, Roderick Strong versus Velveteen Dream. Then suddenly we see Dexter Lumis, which is a character in himself. He's just standing there staring like this. And we saw the week before he was actually there watching Pete Dunne and not Pete Dunne, but Matt Riddle and his partner. And in that match he was just staring like, is he going to interfere? In this match he actually kind of saved Velveteen. He was like, look, Velveteen, he didn't actually say this, but I'll be your partner. Let's go tag. So now it's Dexter Lumis and Velveteen Dream versus the Undisputed Era, and Velveteen Dream with the win, with the pin. Overall, tonight's episode was great. Like I said, I have nothing negative to say about NXT. They always have the best show, in my opinion. If you disagree, write in the comments that you disagree with me, and we can have a like a little debate, like a friendly debate. I can't wait to see next week what the matches are next week. I believe Keith Lee and Damian Priest has a match. I love watching Keith Lee match, like him and Dominik Dijakovic. Those matches, so like as big as those guys are, they put on a heck of a match. So I can't wait to see Damian Priest and Keith Lee next week. And really, I'm really getting used to these empty arena matches. Like at the first couple weeks, and that's why I haven't made videos really, because it's just I lose interest. Like if there's not the crowd that gets the wrestlers going, it's just like, it's kind of boring. But now I'm really starting to get used to this. And oh guys, so you have the Money in the Bank match coming up, and I want to get your opinions of how the new rules. If you don't know the rules of this match, is basically, it's the same concept. You climb, if you win the match, you get a contract for any title that you want, anytime, anywhere, basically. You win it. But now they have it as, they're going to have it at headquarters, and you going to climb each level, I guess, or go up each level of the building, and the briefcase is at the roof of the building, and whoever wins it gets the contract. And I was like, that's intriguing, since really, I guess the reason why they chose to go this route is because of social distancing too. So they don't want to have about 6 people in the ring, stuff like that. And this way, honestly, is like you can really like how creative how they can be in this match is like really you don't even have all 6 guys there to film it. You can just have one or two guys just film what they do out through the building and stuff like that. So I really am looking forward to this match to see how creative they get. Since we got that Boneyard match with AJ Styles and Undertaker, which was a very creative match. And like some people, even with the reviews they get, the John Cena and Bray Wyatt match, actually that was my favorite of the two. A lot of people kind of, put that match down because it wasn't really a match, but the creativity of it was genius. I liked it myself. So give me your thoughts and opinions about the ladder match, and do you like the rules or not? Don't forget to like and subscribe. Share my video. Again, guys, if you want me to answer any questions, or you want to start a kind of like a conversation, leave a comment in the messages, guys. I will appreciate it, honestly. So leave a comment. Hey, if you like me, if you subscribe to my page, I'll subscribe right back. I always leave a comments to all my followers. Follow me on Instagram _you think you know me. You can also find me on Anchor podcast everywhere. Just subscribe to my podcast, The Brass Ring, same as the YouTube channel. You can find me on Facebook, Tevin Galliard. If you need a link to it, just comment. I get to you quickly. I'm always on YouTube. So, guys, can't wait to see you next week. Also, I'm gonna try, because this is a lot of wrestling, guys. I'm gonna try to watch NWA. I don't even know if NWA are still doing like recordings or tapings or whatever. And I'm trying to do Impact. Like, that's a lot of wrestling. That's like 5 days of the week. And I will do AEW, even though I haven't followed it that much. As you can see, I am an AEW fan too. I got the title belt right back here. But once again, guys, like and subscribe. We only gonna get better from here. So, thank you.